Hello everyone, my name is Jeff, most of you guys know me as Fantasy, and today I got a gameplay of Demolition for you guys on Quarry. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys how to play both sides of the objective and maybe win as a team. So for this game, you guys can see around the video my class setup, my perks, my kill streaks, but don't worry, it's gonna go away. I know those video borders are kind of annoying and they kind of obscure the way for the rest of the game mode play, but I just figured for the beginning of the match you guys could just quickly take a glance at what I'm using. Right off the start, I'm going to come up to this little hallway right here and make sure that no one rushes up to A right away. After I make sure that there's no one there, I'm going to come around the back. And as you guys can tell by the minimap right there, most of my team went to the left. So I'm going to make my way behind. And after I kill this guy, I'm going to use these green highlighted area as cover and make sure no one comes from that back hallway, which I've highlighted with the red arrow. Sorry. After I kill that guy, like I said, I'm going to use these rocks as cover here. And I hear two people on my left, so I'm going to take out these two guys. They're climbing up the ladder, which makes them very, very vulnerable. They're not really using cover like I am. So when you're using a perk like Sleight of Hand, it's really important. You guys want to always switch out your secondary, especially when you're using like an ACR, because it goes through a lot of ammo pretty fast. So right here, I pick up the Silence Tar 21, which I'm really going to use. Here, the enemy team plants the bomb. The two of the most important things you can do is don't panic, guys. If they plant the bomb, don't just run in there. And the second thing you can do is communicate with your team. We easily were able to communicate and know that the enemy was going to be able to take him out. Wasn't going to be able to take him out, sorry. And just like that, we killed it. We defused the bomb. And right here, he called out that there's another guy. Now, right here, I've highlighted in the bottom right corner of the screen, sorry, that there's an enemy. But he's really far away, so I don't feel like he's a threat to me. The more threat to me was the guy in the middle who had just killed my teammate. So after I kill this guy, I'm going to wait for him to come back around the corner, using these rocks as cover again. And I'm going to check both sides just to make sure he didn't try to come around the left side. As you guys can tell, I take out those two guys. It's a double headshot, which is always pretty nice. Get my kill streaks here, and we're nearing the end of the game. There's only a minute left, so I'm not going to call my Harriers right away, as they do last around 30-40 seconds. I'm going to make sure that I take more cover once again, and I'm going to kill some more people for my emergency airdrop. Emergency airdrop in a game like Demolition is really good, because if you get lucky, which I do in this game, you can get a lot of air support up. Like I said, always alternate your weapons. So like you guys can see, I didn't have a lot of ammo left. I actually had no ammo left in my ACR. So I switched out my ACR for this L86. You don't want to be facing multiple enemies when you don't have a lot of ammo, guys. Pick up that nice little double kill with the L86. The L86 is a great gun. I highly suggest you guys use it a little bit more often. I don't see it being used very often, and I find it's pretty one of the most powerful LMGs. Right now, there's only 20 seconds left, so I'm going to just make sure that no one else comes around to A. As you guys can tell by the UAV right here, they're trying to push A pretty hard. Right now, I get a little bit too aggressive, though. I'm trying to push up a little bit too far into their spawn, and you guys will tell right here that I do end up paying for it by dying from a Semtex. But like I said, guys, the round's almost over, and we had easily won that round without too much threat. Now that we're switching sides, the objective is going to kind of change. Now we're going to be planting the bomb. My most important tip for when you're planting the bomb is always try to rush them really, really hard. You want to get into their face and get down their throat and make sure that they're not ready for you. Like I said a little bit earlier, the B bomb site's the most important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my Harriers on B and make sure that no one can get around that building without being killed by my Harrier. I switched to my P90 class, which is my rushing class. And as I wait for my emergency airdrop, you guys can tell I get a Harrier, a chopper gunner, and a stealth bomber. My other care package is ammo, which never really gets to use. I'm going to call my stealth bomber, and like I said before, I'm going to put it on B, because that is the most important part, most important plant in the game. Especially on a map like Quarry. That B bomb site is really, really hard to plant, so what you guys want to do is put all your air support over that and try to communicate with your team. As you guys can tell here, I get into my chopper gunner. And even though I don't get that many kills with my chopper gunner, I'm always staying vocal with my team, and I'm always telling them where the enemy is. Here I'm able to tell them that there's only one guy left in A, so I'm telling them to rush A pretty hard and try to plant the bomb, as there is 3 people in B. Right now we're pushing into their spawn pretty hard, and they're starting to spawn further and further away from A. Just like that, we had planted the bomb at A. As you guys can tell right now, they're spawning by the red propane tanks, which means that they're spawning extremely far from A. Which means for us that it is going to be a lot easier for us to defend the objective. Unfortunately, though, they do end up defusing the bomb a little bit later. Right now, I can tell that they're spawning extremely far away from the bombs, so I tell my teammates to go plant the bomb at B as fast as they can. And just like that, we have planted the bomb at B, and we're going to make sure that we can defend that bomb right now. Like I said earlier, B bomb site's the most important one, so we're gonna make sure that no one can get in there and defuse the bomb. I'm now out of my chopper gunner and I still have a set of Harriers, and like I said a little bit earlier, you're gonna plant it on B. With my P90, I'm going to rush up right back into their spawn, and as you guys can tell by my equipment, I'm using a tactical insertion. When you use a tactical insertion to its actual use, it's actually really useful in a game mode like Demolition. I kill this guy and I plant my tactical insertion behind this counter. And the reason I do that is if I get killed in the process where someone tries to walk in there, I can then respawn right behind the bomb and easily take him out as he tries to defuse it. I'm pretty confident right now that they can defuse B as the time is running out, so I'm going to make my way over to A and make sure that they can defuse A also. As I come to A, I pre-fire the bomb to make sure there's no one defusing it. And right here, there's a guy camping in the right left-hand corner. Unfortunately for him, he gets picked off by my teammates, and just like that, we are able to secure A and make sure no one can defuse it. So we end up winning this game pretty easily. Me and my team are actually on a 71 win streak right now, which is actually pretty amazing. We win that game 2-0, and it's using kind of strategies like this that we were able to win so many games. My final score is 29 kills, 5 assists, and 2 deaths. If you guys like the video, please leave a thumbs up, please comment, and please subscribe.